feeling like fuck cops, let them get the buckshot. Dollar bill, I'ma show you where the buck stop. Hit them with the kung pao, I be going nuts now. Used to get the rum rap, shorties won't fuck now. Baby, I'm back again, ain't nobody iller. Beating on my chest like a fucking gorilla. Grew up on a Tribe Called Quest and Jay Dilla, but the Mac taught me how to swing donuts. For real, I'm just a product of...
What up, ladies and gents? Culture of Wrestling is here. Oh, it's been a day. What up, everyone? We get to talk some wrestling. What's up, my boys? How was the week? How's everything going? Dogs.
We rocking with it, man. It's been a good week so far. Family's good. Everybody's good. Shout out to the Knicks. I know y'all was talking about it a little bit earlier. Shout out to the Knicks, man. It reminds me of Golden State. Remember when Golden State had who was their coach? Mark Jackson before?
Yeah.
And then they got Steve Kerr and they got to the chip and stuff like that. This reminds me of the exact same thing, but obviously backwards when it comes to the coaching. So it's cool to see that. Let's get it, man. How you feeling, bro?
You know, I'm good. Was excited for the finals. Now, it's looking like not so excited. It was good games.
Yeah.
But, guys, I think that Danhausen curse is real.
100% real.
These Knicks fans can't avoid it no more. I think the Danhausen curse is real.
It is. We're going to see, though. Because, say, for example, Danhausen say, you know what, F this. I'm pulling for the San Antonio Spurs. Something happened. Can you imagine if they came back and won this series?
Listen, if I was San Antonio, if I was Pop, if I was someone, I'd be like, hey, who's that Danhausen guy? I'll give you all the human monies to curse the Knicks right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure Zah might even pull out his bank account for
San Antonio.
I do anything. I do anything for the Knicks to lose at home, bro. Like that would just make my day, bro. That would just make my fucking day.
That shit is gonna be Gotham City for real. It's about to get crazy out there. It's about to get crazy. I wish you the best, bro. I'm staying in South Jersey. I don't got time for it.
Man, I ain't going to New York ever again, dog. Ever. Like, it was so bad, bro. Like, the trains were packed. The motherfuckers on top of shit just looking down. Fuck Trae Young. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about Trae Young for?
Exactly.
He's about to win the championship. Fuck his ball headed stuff. I'm like, once again, you not playing him. You're playing Wemby, and you know what? I was just like, let them have their moment. Can't rain on their parade.
Exactly. Can't say shit about it. Let's get into it. Zah, take us out, baby. Let's go. Well, take us in, I should say.
This has been a really. I haven't watched wrestling all week.
I have disappointed in you, bro. What's going on?
No idea what's going on. I just been busy because it's been finals week. Like, I'm getting my kids ready for the finals, bro. I know they're doing the King of Ring tournament.
Yes, sir.
What are y'all thoughts about it so far? Any surprises? Any I didn't really like that. We could have done. I wanted this person to win, that person to win. I know Dom won last night. What are y'all feelings about this tournament so far?
Or the week, Monday before. Personally, from my opinion, it's hilarious to me how the Owen is going on, and they started the Owen and they announced the Owen before the King of the Ring. Mm-hmm. So we get the Owen and the King of the Ring at the same time. Both tournaments have been interesting so far. Dom won the other night, which was a questionable pick, but they did what they had to do. And then we had Oba win on Monday. So it's setting up to be an Oba versus Roman WrestleMania. That's what they're trying to set it up. I apologize. SummerSlam, but something is going to change. We're going to get a change when it comes to. We might get Seth and Roman. It's going to be cool. So no matter what, it's going to be interesting to see the comparing system too, when they both have those champions fight the King of the Ring winner or the Owen Cup winner and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun. We're going to see what we're going to do. We're going to see what's going on when it comes to it. So far, so good.
Well, who are y'all sleeper picks so far? Like, who do you in the Owen Cup and the King of the Ring? Who y'all got?
I'll let you go, before I say it, because mine is it's not even a sleeper pick, honestly, in my opinion.
So for the King of the Ring,
Yeah.
I do like. At first, I thought they were all singles matches,
Me
and then,
too. I thought that too.
but I do like the fatal 4-way aspect of it. Changed it up a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I understand for them, it's pushing. They're pushing story ahead. Like they're not
Exactly.
they're not dragging it out, not dragging it up, but we're not giving us 4 King of the Ring matches on a Monday, 2 on a Friday, yada yada yada. We're just gonna get one each time in a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
I do like the fatal 4-way aspect of it though. Seeing it Monday, seeing Oba come out, destroy everybody on his entrance, and then get taken out. And I'm like, so when he got taken out, I was like, damn, like they're really waiting for this Brock Oba thing. Someone else is gonna win. And then Oba gets up and beats the shit out of everyone, and I was like,
Yep.
okay, now we're back on the Oba thing. But I still do think that at whatever event they do the finals for this King of the Ring,
Night of Champions.
we're gonna hear that infamous dun bump bada bump bump, and it's gonna screw over Oba. I don't think Oba faces Roman at SummerSlam. I think it might be maybe down the road, but I do think Brock Lesnar. I think we're gonna get Brock Oba for that one.
Okay.
I wish Ilya was in this.
They've been killing that guy, bro.
Yeah, they're killing it, but I want to say my sleeper pick. I want to say sleeper. I want to say Dirty Dom on this one.
Ooh, I like it. You think? Because he needs some work, bro. It's just. But the issue is with that, he does have a title match that's going to come up soon. I'm not sure. I think he's going to fight what's his name? El Grande. I think he's going to fight him. So that more than likely is going to be the main event of Triple Mania.
Yes.
With El Grande Americano. So that's going to be cool. We're going to get that. I don't know if it's going to be around the same time, I believe. I don't know if they're going to double book. When it comes to that, I know they want to get the title off of him because they want El Grande Americano to be the champ over there in Mexico, and I don't think we're going to see him again in the United States no time soon. But I don't know if they're going to do that. That's putting the rocket on him in that aspect is going to be interesting because he deserves it. He can compete. He can go. But are they going to do that? When they have Oba right there, we got Balor, you got Seth. The Seth and the whole Roman situation, I like it. Will we get it? I don't know. I know we're going to get Roman versus Cody at Night of Champions. That's going to be popping. So that should be fun to see. But I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think we get a surprise, though. I think we either get Oba or we get Seth. I think it's going to be either one of those two. When it comes to the Owen, we're already going to get Will Ospreay. That's without a shadow of a doubt, and I'm excited to see that. He's going to get the belt. He's going to beat MJF or Kenny because they're talking about Kenny popping up in there. So we might get Kenny versus Will Ospreay more so than anything else. So we got good matches coming up. This summer should be popping.
Yeah. I did love the Dom match. Yo, they was cheering Dom like crazy. Like I heard, like and then you had the Judgment Day thing, like where him and Damian Priest almost shook hands and all that type of stuff. I was like, okay, see. This is a problem I have. We all get mad at we're all like, oh, Triple H bad booker, but like Opal said, he added the Fatal 4-Way. We haven't done that in a while. Like it was a special concept, like the Braun and all that type of shit. I like that. Owen Hart, I love it. Like, yo, this is what wrestling's about. Like, yo, let these tournaments pop. Everyone's like down there, like, yo, I didn't like the fact that Tonga beat Royce Keys, but I'm like, yo, just let some shit play out. Let some shit play out. Like Cole's been saying this on Twitter a lot. Let some shit play out. Y'all too quick to just boo-hoo everything.
Bitch, you complain.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to see Roman versus Seth. I will be the first one to admit that. I do not want to see Roman versus Seth right now. Yeah. I don't want to see the chair angle as like, yo, you betrayed me. Like, yo, cool, we got it. Yes. It worked at 40, and that was cool. I don't want to see this again.
Yeah,
I do think Oba's going to get screwed over by Brock if he makes it to the finals or semi. Brock's going to come in, F5 him, and like If it's a triple threat, that way you can get rid of Oba and Oba doesn't have to take the pin. I feel like that's the way you need to go if you want Oba to get out of that match. I think they're smart enough to understand that
and go with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dom is an interesting case because Dom did complain. I know. We all saw complain on the pod. He's like, I don't think they know what to do with me. Triple H heard the tweets. He's like, yo, let's put this motherfucker over. I wanted to ask how this has been a heavy topic. How y'all feel about Kevin Knight joining? Oh, God.
Before we get into that, I got some shit. I love it. I'm with it because he's a heel now. But how do you feel about the Owen Cup?
I love it. I'm the same as you. I think we're getting Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Swerve. That's like when you look at the side, it's almost like when you see the sides of the women Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
You kind of know who the final two are going to be.
You see it already. Yeah.
If it's not, then I would be surprised. But it's almost like you kind of see where that's going. Like, I'm not saying it's different with the women's Owen Cup.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know the final two. We might know one of them.
Yeah.
We just don't know the final two. So it's like I feel like the men's King of the Ring, the women's Owen Cup, up in the air for who walks away with that.
I got you.
The women's Queen of the Ring and then men's Owen Cup. That's like you look at it, it's on paper who we should get in that.
Yeah, you don't think they're going to run it back with Athena versus Mercedes?
I thought they were on the same bracket, like the same side.
I think they're on a different sides. I could be wrong, but I think they're on different sides. If that is the case, I see that going down because she Athena deserves her time, and she deserves her shot too. Athena versus Tekla will be a nice ass match. That's a dangerous fucking match. But do you want to put two belts in Athena? That's the question that's going to come into play. Do you want to rush and put the belt on Mercedes? I wouldn't say rush because we already knew it was going to go down, but I think they want to build that up a little bit more, like half a year type build for it. But I could be wrong. My opinion, when it comes to Kevin, to go back to your question, Zah, he's a fucking star, bro. Like,
yes,
he's a star. He is a star. The issue is, I would not have put him with the Callis family.
Thank you.
I would not have done that for two reasons. He already has history with Swerve.
Yes.
He was already looked at to go into the Hurt Syndicate. So now you have the two other factions. I understand they want to say, we don't want to put him with the black people and all that other shit, but if it fits, it fits. Let's not try to overthink this. It fits with the Hurt Syndicate because they wanted a high flyer, they wanted a kid like him, they wanted a talker. Turn the Hurt Syndicate heels where they should be. Let MVP just be a manager, which he should be. He's up there in age. He has all them injuries. Just let him be a part of the faction in the sense of I'm the manager. Let's see where this go with them being straight heels. Shout out to Straw Hat. What's good? We appreciate you every single week. Real talk. But this doesn't make sense when it comes to the Don Callis family because you got a buku amount of people already in the damn faction. What are you doing, bro? So, and it's shit. Kevin Knight is a type of cat. His character, his swag, he could have been a heel by his damn self.
Yep.
So it wasn't needed to put him with a group. I don't like that. I love the heel turn. I didn't like the way it went down to a certain extent because it could have went down in a better way, in a more organic way. I would have turned on Speedball more so than anything else quicker. Of course, they did it after, but I don't know. I love his new finisher. I love everything about the presentation so far, other than him being over there with the Don Callis family.
Oh,
I was shocked. I wasn't expecting him to go to there. I know you're not a big fan of the Don Callis family, so I know you didn't like that one coming, but I just don't want him to get lost in all the talent that's in that family. Like you already have Fletcher, you have what's his name, Mark Jacobs, not Jacobs,
Mark Davis.
That's what
Dunkzilla, baby.
But you got there's a whole bunch of people that are stars and talent already over there. Andrade.
Got Dole back into the play now. You
Yeah,
got Brian Cage back into the play now.
There's a bunch of people over there, so you don't want to get them lost in the mix. You don't want to get him lost in the mix.
Yep.
I do think, from going off what you were saying, Quill, I think TK reads
He reads it.
social media often.
He does.
And
Yeah.
he probably was like, "Oh, they're gonna compare me to Triple H if I just put another black wrestler with a black faction." I'm not gonna, let's like you said.
Yeah.
I think he thought into it too much.
Yeah.
But then also, if the Hurt Syndicate was turning face, then I kind of see why they really would have put him in that faction. But I definitely would like. I would want to see him on his own as a heel.
Yeah.
But I feel like he could have fit in some faction.
Yeah.
Just not the Don Callis. Don Callis.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting because then you can't tell me that Fletcher's not gonna want to stare at
That title right next to him, bro.
You know, it's gonna. I don't know. It's just. I just don't want to get lost in the shuffle because he is a good young talent that could carry that company and have that company on his back.
Yeah. I appreciate them opening the door to talent, but sometimes you gotta let shit go organically, bro. Like, who does he fit with when it comes to a faction? First of all, in my opinion, I don't feel like he fit well with Speedball, so that was already kind of awkward to me. If the cat has that swagger, let's say that black swagger, I ain't want to say it like that, but if he has that swagger and you put him with a faction like the Don Callis family, it doesn't fit. It doesn't make sense. Jake Dole and Mark Davis makes sense. Brian Cage, it makes sense. El Colon and Andrade makes sense. Like, I understand you. Like, damn. Even let's say what's that cat name? Romeo. What's his name again?
Yeah. I know you're talking about. It's Trent Beretta and what's his name?
They make sense together, and they're different races. So it's just it all depends about how it looks together, how they talk together, how they present each other together, and stuff like that. Stop worrying about what everybody else is saying when it comes to putting black people together, all white people together. Fuck it. Fuck everybody else. If it makes sense, let's go with it. The Elite, that made sense. Shit, the Dogs right now, that makes sense. Back in the day, the Bullet Club, that was a whole bunch of different people. United Empire, different people, but it makes sense. So it's just, I don't know, bro. I don't like it. You think too much into it. This is your company. That's one thing I can say about the WWE. It's their company, and they run their company the way they're supposed to, the way they care about running their company, especially in the business aspect about it or with it. Yes, we might bitch and complain sometimes because it doesn't make sense to us. But shit, if it makes sense to them, do what they got to do. This didn't make sense, but again, that's just us. It might make sense to everybody else in that building. Something else might be popping up. We don't know everything that's going on. We're just going on the matter at hand and what we see right now. I just hope things change and they find something that's better suited him. Because like you said, the collisions that's going to happen in that group, talent-wise, sometimes when you collect so much talent, it's going to collide. And people are not going to know their roles. What is the role of the people in this group right now? Mm-hmm. If he was with the Hurt Syndicate, you would know the rules. You would know the role that he's going to play. You would know the rules that you have to go by in X, Y, and Z. If you put him with Swerve, you already know the role that's going to happen, what he's going to ask of him, and all the other good shit. Shit, I would have rather put him with the Demand, if you want to be honest. That's a better fit. The swagger, the presentation, everything makes sense when it comes to it. The Demand would have been a better pick, in my opinion. It is what it is, though. We're going to see where it comes from, where it goes from this point forward, I should say.
And my thing is, like, I agree with you guys. Kevin Knight looks like a star. Mm-hmm. The prototype story is always there. Whether it's Evolution, the young blood, like he could be a Randy Orton of the. Yeah. Yo, I was like, why would you put him in a diluted group where he won't get lost, but then you damage everyone else that's in it because he's just too big of a star to be in that type of group. I think, like you said, it's her faction because you got the old guy there, you got the veteran and Shelton Benjamin who could be like the Ric Flair, and you got Bobby who's I know he hates me, you know what I mean? But it's like it just makes sense.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes, like, you know, like you say, when you try to do too much just because you trying to be different, you get kind of lost in this. You get kind of lost in doing that type of stuff. Because I think Kevin Knight, by like the end of next year, should be champion. Should be champion. He should be champion.
He should be, but
he should be champion. He should be champion.
How do you guys feel about before? I know you're about to move on. I got something else to say.
No, go on.
How do you feel about both of you, especially you? Factions back in the day, groups was put together to help young kids grow. It was put together to teach them how to do shit on the road, how to present themselves as champions, how to present themselves as people, as wrestlers. It was a teaching tool when you were put in a group because they didn't want you to just go by yourself and fuck this up and make the company look bad. How do you feel about factions like the Don Callis family now that seems like it's getting away from the teaching aspect of it? It's more so all about numbers now, a collection of talent more so than anything else.
You muted.
You muted.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good now.
Mm-hmm. I'll say, like I've thought before, the Don Callis family reminds me of the Bobby Heenan family. He was just all about numbers and collecting whoever the hell he wanted to grab and bring into his faction. Like back then, it wasn't like a faction like the Don Callis family is. It wasn't as known, but it was still known that everyone's still working together. You randomly see King Kong Bundy coming out that helps, Jake the Snake, or just random shit that you would see help random people come out, but they weren't always random together. One faction that reminds me of what you're talking about, Quill, is the Death Riders.
Okay. Yeah.
You have the veteran in Pac, Claudio Mox.
Yeah.
And they're helping Marina, Danny Garcia
and Yuta. Yeah.
They're helping them out in that aspect of, you ain't gonna fuck this up on the road. We'll help you later on down the career. We definitely lost that aspect of like helping the younger talent. Now it's definitely about numbers. I mean, I guess the Bucks. That's another good one because then you would have Kenny and then the young or the Elite. You had Kenny and the Bucks, and then you had them helping Hangman because Hangman was fresh, young talent. So like
exactly,
it's still there a little bit, but I feel like it's like hidden now. It's not as known as what it used to be known. Like, oh look, here's this faction. Oh, here's this young kid. Cool, we're gonna throw this one in there. Like
exactly.
It's more about numbers with a little bit of helping the younger talent, do their own thing. Yeah.
Why can't they? Like, my thing is, it's such a stable formula. Like what Quill said, that's what the stables are for, to build up young talent.
Yeah.
It's been done so many times. Like, how many times it's like, yo, there's a faction. It's like you got the current star who's still there, but it's like, yo, I got this young blood right behind me. Yo, this man about to take off. And sometimes I feel like because everyone doesn't want to do the same. Like I was always saying, I was telling my boy, same thing with tag teams. It's always remember who's the Marty Jannetty, who's Shawn Michaels. It's like, yo, we always do that shit.
That's where that shit started.
Right?
Tag team, bro.
Oh my God, bro!
It started from there.
Like every tag team now. Think about it, we doing this Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. Who's Shawn Michaels? Who's Marty Jannetty? I'm like, God damn, bro, we doing this shit to death now. Like,
you got information on that too, bro.
You got to talk about it.
All right, so basically they approach him and asked him, yo, do you want to be a singles competitor? He said, no, I want to stay with Dawkins. So like little shit like that, like wow, that's interesting to me. That shows that he really cares about his trajectory of his career and whatnot. And just imagine him on his own, his singles run.
Yep.
You can see him taking off, but where the fuck do you see Dawkins going from that aspect?
Yeah.
And I'm glad he stayed with his boy. What you were saying, oh?
Do you remember NXT when Dawkins was in NXT?
Yes.
Dawkins, I want to say like screwed, but Dawkins was like that random person who tried to find a tag team partner with everybody, and nobody fit. he
Nobody
randomly found Montez Ford, and it became the Street Profit. And
Yep.
it went off. Like I remember their first tag team match, they weren't even the Street Profit. They were just two random people thrown together.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next time you see them together, they're doing the whole Street Profits bit. And I was like, okay, cool. Like now you can tell D'Angelo Dawkins found that person to be with, but he was with anyone that you could think of. Like, it was just I'm pretty sure he even tag teamed with No Way Jose.
Yo,
it was back in the day.
Like it was just random people they were throwing him with to see if he could fit with a tag team, and then just fit with. So I like to see that Montez Ford was like, nah, I don't want to see Dawkins go back in that role. We're brothers now. Let's keep this going. Like,
let's see what we're gonna do.
But it's so hard because my bad.
You could give them the belt though. That's the only thing. Like they're not. They keep teasing us with they're gonna get the belts, and then when they do get the belts, they change their entrance music, they change their presentation, they do some stupid shit, and then they take it away from them. And then we go back to them coming back with the cups and stuff. Like, yo, make up your goddamn mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear 14 different theme songs for one tag team in like 3 years.
Yeah. Do you think the only way they can get up when it comes to it is do the reverse of the Kevin Nash and Shawn Michaels story and just have it? They just grow together and he just becomes the Kevin Nash to the Shawn Michaels and just do it like that. He's the muscle.
They could have easily done that, and they could have done that same thing with Mello and Trick.
It's storylines right there.
It's easy that they could do it with, but like WWE, just want to say wrestling in general. Wrestling in general repeats storylines and has the same storylines, kind of falling in the same line.
Yeah.
But then you get these random times where they were like, you know what, let's change this up, and it's terrible.
It's terrible, dog shit.
So like, I understand people don't like the repetition as well, but like something like this, you could easily have Montez Ford be the Shawn Michaels and D'Angelo Dawkins just be Big Daddy cool in the back, just chilling.
Exactly.
And then do his own thing. Like they might have one match down the line, but like if you ever think of it, Diesel and Shawn Michaels never really fought in a giant feud.
Never.
Big time feud. They might have had one match, Intercontinental Champion versus Heavyweight Champion, some random shit like that, but it wasn't. They didn't build a feud around that. You could easily do that, but again, they like to mess up their own stuff when it's given to them on a silver platter.
Yep. And my thing with that too, it's kind of hard. Like with Montez, that match against Seth Rollins, I was like, he showed up. It's like, how long do you keep denying that to make him a tag team? Like, I know. Listen. Love Angelo Dawkins, but it's like you might have to do a little test run with him as a singer. I know you don't want to put him back in, but he could be an easy mid card, like United States Intercontinental Championship. And Intercontinental Championship, that belt is heating up. That's their best belt on the card. That's the best.
Still look ugly as fuck to me.
I hate it. I hate it. I get it, but I do like the blue on. But he could definitely go for that. He could be in the mix for that belt. Because what Seth and Montez put on that 2 weeks ago, I was like, okay, he can go. Why does Seth need to win?
Well, in that situation, he didn't need to, but you already know they ain't gonna give it to Montez. So, but in this situation, if you look at the Street Profits, it reminds me of the New Age Outlaws because Billy Gunn was a guaranteed star, but you knew for a shot of a doubt when it comes to longevity, when it comes to wrestling in general. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Road Dogg because Road Dogg is a technically sound wrestler. Dawkins is a technically sound wrestler. He just doesn't have that pop when it comes to the singles aspect of it. Like I said, Road Dogg was the same exact way. Billy Gunn, he went out, did what he had to do, won the Intercontinental title. Yep. He was the one Billy Gunn. I thought he was going to shoot, put his ass to the moon, but things happened and he got back with Chuck Palumbo and got back into another tag team. Road Dogg did his thing, but that's what I see it as. I really, really think they should try to do some shit like this and go from that point forward. What happened? Oh, I see you smiling, bro.
That tag team.
Chuck Palumbo?
Chuck and Billy.
Oh, it was beautiful though, bro.
Yeah.
They got some belts. And Chuck is another guy, bro. Because Chuck was in several tag teams, and then when he found Billy, it snapped. So
then you had Rico with them fucking lamb chops.
Yep.
Oh God.
Hilarious, bro. Shout out to Rico.
Speaking of challengers,
Mm-hmm.
Mark Briscoe challenged MJF. How do y'all feel about that? I need to know how y'all feel about that because I watched it and I saw a little people like, but I'm like, hey, it's different. How do y'all feel about it? I'm gonna let y'all go about it.
Oh, start it up, bro. Because I see you smiling. I know what that means.
So people, how do I phrase this? You either like the Briscoes or you don't like the Briscoes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I just see it. The people that don't like, that are complaining about this, they just don't get the Mark Briscoe, Jay Briscoe. They don't get that whole Briscoe concept. They probably never seen them wrestle beyond them popping to AEW. So they're like, what the hell is this hillbilly, person doing on the TV? They call him chicken, all this stuff. I absolutely love it. Like,
yeah.
I want to see if MJF is hurt, like they say he is.
Yes, I saw that shit.
But like, how severe is it? Because because now we all know that Tony. We all know. I've said it numerous times. Tony Khan's a mark.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He can mark out and give Briscoe this title for some random reason. It'd be hilarious. I would. It'd be interesting to see if they would do that. I don't think he would, but just depending on how severe MJF's injury is, depends on what we'll see here. But I'm fine with it. Like, I'm a Briscoe fan. Watching the tag team with him and his brother. Now seeing him on his own, still because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how he would be as a singles wrestler after being with his brother the whole entire time and seeing him
that shit home, bro.
Be like this. I was like, nah, he good. He got that. Like, it's definitely. But so I'm good with it. It's interesting. Plus, MJF and Briscoe on the mic is gold every time.
Beautiful, bro. All right, so this is my thinking process on it. First off, no one thought Mark Briscoe would be a singles champion.
Mm-hmm.
It was always Jay. It was always his brother. His brother was a star. His brother was a Ring of Honor champion. He was, if anybody was going to break out, it was going to be him. Yep. He was amazing. He was big. He was strong. He was athletic. He was great on the mic. Everything about his brother was, it was a shit. His brother could have went anywhere and been a star. It was always Mark holding his brother back. Mark this, Mark that.
Mm-hmm.
Some things said on you. Some things Jay said on YouTube is what also helped.
And that's another thing. Jay had a mouth on him. So he did say some things, and his brother backed him up. Mark backed him up, and that kind of hurt a little bit. That slowed, well, not a little bit. It slowed down momentum quite a bit. But when it comes to Mark, everybody knew Mark was going to be that tag team guy, that hardcore guy. He can never be the guy. Then unfortunately his brother passed away, they put him in a role of being a champion. He won that title. He was great with it. From that point on, I was like, I bet, just like you. Oh, I thought, all right, he can win a belt. He can do what he got to do. Now, fast forward into now, the rivalry is beautiful, but it's not a main card rivalry, in my opinion, because how do you go into All In? I believe it's All In. I believe, what is it, in the UK, right? Is in the UK. How do you go into that event with Mark Briscoe versus Will Ospreay? That's not really, it's not giving that, it's not giving this WrestleMania moment, because All In and All Out are their big pay-per-view. So it's not giving, this is it. It's not giving, this is the championship matchup that's going to be able to compete with the big events in the future. Like, you can't, let's say, for example, since WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi, you can't compete on that same day with Mark Briscoe versus Will Ospreay as your main event. No. So, not to say that either one of the competitors are bad wrestlers, but we know them, we love them, but we are hardcore wrestling fans. The hardcore wrestling fan is not going to, the non-hardcore wrestling fan is not going to be able to take this match and be like, shit, this is why I love wrestling. This is the first wrestling event that I ever saw in my life. This is why I fell in love with wrestling. They're going to be like, oh, this is too gritty for me. This is too X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. Shit that we love, the normal people hate. And that's fine and dandy. That's life in general. So now this messes up the main event that would, if he did win a belt, it's going to mess up the main event for All In, as well as it's going to push the whole narrative of Will Ospreay actually fighting John Moxley at that event. So now this changes everything when it comes to, so because what's your main event going to be now? You can't go into it with your main event being your AEW World Championship event or your AEW World Championship match. So it changes a lot. That's why I think if they put it on anybody, they're going to put it on Andrade or they're going to put it on Omega, which I'd rather them put it on Omega for the simple fact you can run back Omega versus Will Ospreay. You can play that all damn day. You can spam that, and it's always going to be a hit. But yeah, I don't see them actually doing that because of the big event that's coming up. Shit, I would have rather you kept it on Darby then and do a Darby versus Mark Briscoe. Now that right there,
Yeah.
that's a different story because their matches is always A1. They hardcore vibe is amazing, but it's to a point where you can grab fans in from this still. You just can't grab it in when it comes to Briscoe and Will Ospreay. Their styles don't match, in my opinion. So styles makes fights. I'm a big boxing guy. You already know that from the rip. Style makes fights. I don't think their styles mesh enough to be a main event type thing in your WrestleMania level pay-per-view. So I don't know.
And also to add that, like you guys we said before, MJF is hurt. So now what do you do with that? Because he got pulled from independent matches as well.
Yeah.
So if MJF is hurt, do you just give the belt to Mark Briscoe, give him a 2-month run with it, or a month run with it until Will Ospreay? But like you said, to your point, that's not a marquee match. Like, but this is a problem. Like I think with Ring of Honor, like we said about who's the other guy? He faced Swerve in the tournament. Bandito.
Yeah.
When you guys aren't on TV enough, it kind of hurts because now it's like, yeah, Mark Briscoe's known, but it's like I don't see him as a championship competitor, and that's the problem they kind of have right now. So I'm like, they're kind of in they're in a little influx.
Yeah.
I don't know where they go, but I'm willing to see how do you pivot from this, because how you pivot from this is literally how you're either gonna gain respect or you're gonna lose. I mean, wrestling fans are weird anyway. Like we already know they're gonna love or hate anything, but you have a chance to make a star, or you have a chance to lose out. It's up to you, Tony.
Yeah. You could put the title on the winner of the Owen too.
Mm-hmm.
You could do that, and that might alleviate a lot if that makes sense. Because more than likely, like we said, it's going to be Swerve and Ospreay. You can put it on Swerve. I mean, put it on Ospreay there. Have him go into his home country. Still defend it, and he can defend it against anyone in that aspect. Now, of course, that style-wise, he can go against anybody when it comes to it, other than Briscoe. So it's ways around it, but do we want to go to that extreme? So that's why I pray MJF is healthy. And for those non-AEW guys and girls listening right now, or if they see this clip, MJF being hurt around this time, it's like Seth Rollins being hurt around WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's like Seth Rollins getting hurt at the Royal Rumble. This is the exact equivalent. So, or a bigger guy, Roman Reigns getting hurt around WrestleMania, like around the Royal Rumble time frame. So this is the equivalent. That's the equivalent of it. That's why it's so big. It's a huge problem. We just got to figure out what's going on from this point forward.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything. Breaking news. Penta will be facing Rey Mysterio this Monday for the Intercontinental Championship match in Spain. How are y'all feeling about this? Breaking news.
They can probably give it to Ray. Knowing them.
Gonna give it to Ray.
You think they should give it to Ray?
No, it's not what I think.
Yeah, it's not what I think.
It's not what I think, but that's what's gonna happen. And I don't get why they're doing this. I don't get it. Because they could have they were supposed to have ran Penta versus Ray in Mexico. That was the original plan. That was supposed to have been a AAA event. So now, do we get Rey Mysterio versus Dom for the title?
Yes.
but then that messes up El Grande. Just you see, that's what I'm saying. You book yourself into a corner. What you were saying, bro?
So I was looking at it. They wanted to put Ray versus Dom. Like Ray wants to have one last match with his son, and they were gonna put that Saturday, and then put Dirty Dom versus El Grande Americano on the Sunday main event.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So they could give Ray this title.
To put
Dom win it on Saturday, and then he just drops the AAA mega title on Sunday to Grande Americano, and then Penta comes back running around to, or after Dirty Dom wins from Ray, we get the man who we all got to finally see, who was the OG Americano, Chad Gable, learn from the luchadors and beat one of the greatest luchadors of all time, Dirty Dom Mysterio, for the title. That's long term.
This is this shit that makes me lose my hair. This is why I'm bald now. Not because of the Marine Corps, it's not because of my kids, it's because of wrestling. I don't know. I don't like, why are we playing with our food when we see what's on our plate right now? You feel me? Like, why are we playing with this shit? You're going around circles when it comes to the issue. The biggest issue is AAA is outperforming Raw and SmackDown. That's the biggest issue. So now you're trying to take talent from those shows and trying to push it over to the main, to the Raws and the SmackDowns, and you fucking up. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I really don't have anything to say on this. AAA is AAA. Shout out to AAA when it comes to it right now.
They killing it right
Take
now.
his Mr. Mark. You are doing the damn fucking thing over there in AAA. Beautiful shirt too. Beautiful fucking shirt. So just we gotta show you a tattoo too, bro.
Yeah, show the tat. Yeah.
For Bray Wyatt over there.
Fucking beautiful. But I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Go ahead.
And speaking of AAA, yo, that match has gotten over 2 million views. The Mask versus Mask match. I don't do star rating. I know Dave Meltzer gave it 5 points. I'm like, bro, I don't care about that.
Bro, he didn't give it 5. He gave it a 5.75.
Yeah, 5.75. Like, bro, I get it. I don't do star, but how do you not? And I love the Chad Gable came on to. He got the pop of the fucking night when he talked. You look at Sammy, bro. This is one of the lightning in a bottle you got handed to you right now. You got to cook with Chad Gable right now, because last Saturday he proved that he is one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
Yeah.
I'd have put him in King of the Ring. I think that's a little too far, but like, he has to win.
It's not too far.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong that you should put in King of the Ring?
No, you're not. Because think about it. King of the Luchadors going over to wrestle in King of the Ring. It made sense. Everything makes sense about it. He deserves to be in that tournament. He should have been in that tournament. He bust his ass. Making that gimmick work, getting hurt when it comes to that gimmick, passing it over, and then still when he came back, picked that bitch up and still was toting that hoe. So it's just like little shit like that. He deserves to be in that tournament. He deserves to damn near win that tournament. I would love to see him versus Roman Reigns. And that's a fucking fresh match.
Yes.
Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Right there. That could have run the Kurt Angle out of him. The issue, like we said before, AAA is outperforming fucking the main card. And for WWE's greatest match, that was technically, if we want to do the ratings, we want to do everything from beginning to end, presentation, build up, in-ring performance, outside of the ring, everything about that. That was the greatest match and the greatest little rivalry in WWE history. I don't care what nobody say. I apologize. Because I'm quite sure you got some shit to throw out there. But to me, that's the greatest little everything. That was the greatest anything that WWE put on. And for it to not be on a huge WWE network per se, because they still consider AAA WWE, but it's really not. So for that to happen, WWE should be ashamed of themselves. They should be pissed because they can do this all the time compared to doing it once in a blue, and it's not even on their show. So I don't know.
They have that rank. They have that match ranked higher
Mm-hmm.
than Bret Hart,
Mm-hmm.
Shawn Michaels, Iron Man match.
Yes, sir.
So whoever's listening to this, and if you don't like, if you're a big wrestling fan and you remember Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Iron Man match, watch match versus match, because just like you said, it's been one of the best presentations we've had in a long time. But now here's my question. Now, do you book Penta versus Chad Gable?
I would totally do that.
But in this story, you have Penta talking shit like you fake ass luchador, like just go in like you were disrespectful. Like you thought you were
disrespectful.
You thought you were honoring us. You disrespectful. Like go in and then like they can. I'm telling you, sign us. We can write. You guys don't have storylines for your for your champions.
We got you.
The three of us could give each champion 30 storylines and hand it to you and go, which one do you want?
We ain't that expensive either. We doing this for the love of the game, baby. So it's not even about the money. It's about the actual respect and the art of wrestling.
I want green shirt guy seat. That's what I want.
Yep.
Like green shirt guy now has to move down 2 seats and I get that seat.
I don't even got. I could be backstage, bro. You already know I'm a writer, so I'm backstage looking at all that other shit. So you up front. Where you at, Zah? You at commentary?
I'm in the background making a weird face, like if like someone just runs through. I'm just let me get.
I got you.
Get the fuck out. Let me just be that guy. Like let me be the meme guy. Like
I want to be
like someone gets slapped. I'm like
I want to be at Gorilla. I want to see everything that's going on. I want to see the arts and the ins and outs. That's what I want.
Because I don't want to see TKO's handprints over everything because I feel like their handprints are on everything that they do. And I feel like we have gotten. I think they've kind of lose. The thing with TKO sometimes you can tell when Triple H has an influence on it, and you can tell when TKO has an influence on it. Because when Triple H has it, you're like, that was really good, and then you'll see this. We know where this shit comes from,
bro. Speaking of that, how do you feel about Triple H possibly getting a United States TV deal? And if that's the case, they will be taken over by TKO. No. And that's what's blowing my mind. You already know Triple H is going at it right now with CMLL. I apologize. So with them going at it and they beefing, they're all trying to get a United States TV deal. That's why WWE actually brought Triple H into the play anyway, just like they did with TNA. So it's just like, I don't like it. I don't want it to happen because it's going to water down the product. And I don't think the Undertaker's the type of cat that's just going to sit back and let shit go down like Triple H is doing right now. So that's going to damage his name when it comes to this company too, because he doesn't play that when it comes to it. So I don't know. How you feel about it, bro?
I don't know. I don't want to see Junior Dos Santos versus Cain Velasquez again. Because if TKO gets their hands on it, that's what we're getting at. Triple Mania. We're gonna get Cain Velasquez versus fucking Junior Dos Santos, even if they're in a wheelchair, whatever it is.
Exactly.
Oh,
I pray, man.
I really don't want because because remember we even talk about New Japan and WWE. There's a possible link that they might work together. I'm like, if they get that, like you said, the wrestling world could really be
going to change
some shit, bro. Like
it's going to change
because now it really will feel like it's a TKO takeover because they're going to want to have their hands in that. But the problem for New Japan is they want a TV deal. So it's like, do you want the TV deal or do you not? So it's like
can't sell yourself for it, bro.
Yeah,
New Japan, bro.
I forget that owner's name in New Japan. Mm-hmm. He won't take the TV deal over the power. He loves power.
Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah. Because I mark my words. If New Japan works with WWE in that capacity, it would ruin New Japan Wrestling. Because New Japan Wrestling has a way to go about things and go. They have been a company. I think they were a company before WWE. If I'm not, I am right. I'm right. Yeah. So they were here before WWE. If they give power to TKO, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a fucking problem, and it's going to ruin that history, that prestige, everything about New Japan Wrestling that makes it great is going to go away if they go and work with them, not into the capacity of, all right, we want to do a couple events here and there, but I'm talking about like if they gave them full control, full autonomy, and all the other good shit. I don't want that to happen because they don't. First of all, TKO doesn't deserve that.
No.
Yes, in a business aspect, you're gonna make your money, but how you gonna make your money? You're gonna make it the clean way, or you're gonna make it the moral way, or you're gonna make it in the expense of your fans, or you're gonna make it because your fans love the product that you're putting out. I don't think that TKA is putting out a great enough product to have a company that big trust them in this space. So I don't know. I don't like it, bro. It's not right. It's not right.
We listen. We can talk about the bad stuff that TKO does, but I will talk about a glimmer on SmackDown. The Sami Zayn character has been one of the brightest spots on. I don't know how he does it, but Sami Zayn has stayed absolutely relevant for the last 3-4 years. Whether he was in the Bloodline, whether he was doing the Intercontinental Championship. Remember when he was dressed like what is it? He was dressed like the Spanish Overlord. He just kills it. Like, and I love it because that's what you're supposed to do. He made Trick Williams bigger than he would need to be, and now he has us questioning Cody.
Yes.
We're like, Cody, are you really a good guy? Because you do some bullshit. You want some heel shit. And started saying, he was like, yo, you do this shit all the time. I love seeing him and Gunther and like react. And Gunther's like throwing Sammy in the way, and Sammy, yo, I'm telling you, Sammy has been a refreshing character on SmackDown. I want to know what y'all thoughts about it, because like this is what wrestling's about. This is what wrestling's about. Yo, you hit a wall, change your character. We don't know if he's a heel or a face. Remember he saying I'm the last good guy. I love the shit. I gotta know what y'all think about this so far. I gotta know what y'all think about this so far.
4 months in the making, baby. This was 4 months in the making, probably a little bit more, a little bit less, probably. It's been a build-up forever. I love the way they're going about it now. They finally giving Sammy something to really do. They putting him in his, I wouldn't even call it a tweener. He's a fucking heel, but the way he goes about it, he makes you question if being a villain is okay. He's like the Joker, bro. He's like a Joker. Like, you know he's doing some wrong shit, but is he doing his wrong shit for the right reason? So it's beautiful. He's getting the asshole out of Cody. He's starting that change in Cody, and I love it. And we might get it a sneak title run for Sammy finally in this situation.
That was going to be my next question. I'm sorry, I'll just cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
Does this give, like I was saying, you agree, does this give Sammy a little 2-month run?
It might give him like we talking about 4 or 5, bro, because he's going to keep on sneaking his way. It's going to be pissed, but this might happen. We finally might get a title run from him. It might be good. And we get Kevin coming back soon, so we don't know what that has to do with this whole situation too. It could be one of those moves, and it might be big. It might be big. He's going to be the easiest champion to dethrone, but it's still there. It's there.
What don't you love about it? Oh, you get the belt off of Cody,
exactly.
And you get I'm like, this is what you wanted,
and we get heel Cody coming.
Thank you.
So you got to think about it.
So we take the belt off of Cody.
Mm-hmm.
So we take the belt off of Cody Hogan to give it to Sammy Hogan, and an underdog story.
It's not even an underdog story no more.
He'll get the belt on his shoulder and go, I was an underdog my whole entire life. He'll use it. If they do it, so my guy Kevin Owens can come back and power bomb him onto the turnbuckle like he did at NXT, I'm with it.
Yeah.
Like, have him win the belt, Kevin Owens come out, pop up power bomb right on the apron, just like back at NXT. Mm-hmm. I'm with that. Anything else, please don't give it to Sami Zayn. Like, Sami Zayn to me is like LA Knight. I've never gotten the hype of it.
I agree with that. I like that. Like, I've never agreed to it.
I've never gotten the hype of either one of them. Yes, Sammy, great wrestler. El Generico, amazing. I will never put Sami Zayn's wrestling talent and ability against him. Just not the biggest fan of the guy. And what we get. Yes, he changed what Zaz says. He changes his persona again. I don't want to say gimmick because it's still the same thing, but he's always hitting a wall and has always found a way to still be relevant and still keep going. So that I'll give him 110 respect to, but just not the biggest fan. But you could have just taken the belt off of Cody and give it to Gunther like you should have.
Yeah.
Like another the one thing I'm starting to get real tired of is the blame, like not the blaming of the refs, but like Becky loses a match, it's the ref's fault. Gunther loses a match, it's the ref's fault. Roman beat Jacob by pulling the thing off, it's the ref's fault because the ref didn't see. Like, stop blaming the refs. What the refs fucking do?
Yeah. They're using that card a little bit too much. It used to be.
That's where I'm going. Like, it's only here and there that we got it. Now it's like,
get it too much.
I feel like that's Becky Lynch's like main thing she goes off of.
Oh shit! Now.
Oh look! It's the same woman, and I get it. You know, if that woman wrestler decides, or if that woman, I forget her name, but if the referee decides to come back to do wrestling, it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But we keep getting her. If you start paying attention, she referees every one of her title matches.
Yes, she is.
So it's like, is she gonna blame her again? I don't know. It's just they're using that card way too much for some. But I'm okay with taking the belt off. If in all reality, if you gotta take the belt off of Cody, I'm okay with it. Just give it to Sammy so someone else can dethrone Sammy. But
okay, I fucks with it. Hey, yo, speaking of her, that female referee, you know she used to be nasty in the ring.
Yeah.
Both the African American that black referee too. She used to be crazy in the ring. So if we can get both of them back in the ring, that'd be crazy. But how do you feel if we got El Grande versus El what is his name when he had the mask on again? I keep on saying it wrong. El Generico. Yes. How would you feel about that?
I don't think they'll ever bring. I would love it, but I don't think they'll ever bring back El Generico.
It was talks. I heard something on X about that.
I would love it. It would be funny. Like, they should have done it by now.
Yeah.
But like, the fact that they took off the mask of Chad Gable, I feel like we know it's Ludwig Kaiser, but we looked the opposite way.
Absolutely.
We all knew, even though last week, I didn't know who it was. We all knew who was up. We all knew it was Chad Gable. So it was like, since you already took the mask off him, I kind of feel like it's not.
It doesn't make sense putting the mask back on somebody else
right now. But
we'll see in the future. Do you think he ever puts that mask back on?
For like a backstage thing, probably.
Okay, I like it. Or Royal Rumble type shit. He get eliminated from the Rumble, and then they do that shit to get him back in. One of those shit. I got you.
I wouldn't mind it being like a cameo. I just don't want to see El Generico again. I'm like, he's grown past it. I feel like Sammy's grown past it at this point.
That was his best matches though, bro. In Ring of Honor, bro. Oh,
I know, but
versus Kevin Steen, woof.
Sometimes we need to let some shit go. We need to let some shit go as wrestling fans. Like,
I got you.
Like, I have no problem with it. But Quill, speaking if we give the belt to Sammy, where does that put Gunther?
Gunther has been put in a lane that he cannot. I want to say he can handle it personally, but writers can't. They can't keep up with it. They booked him in a corner when he started retiring people. You put him in the fucking corner, and then you had him take an L. They fucked up. They dropped the ball.
Like I said, TKO.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're paying your writers, so please. I'll take 10% less. I don't know what it is. You will not have an issue if you sign the three of us.
Yeah.
You for the first month, you give us a trial run. For the first month, don't even pay us. Just watch
don't pay us.
Just watch us take your business up to here.
Yep.
You can pick between all of our decisions of what 30 storylines we have for each champion and whatnot, but that's your decision, guys.
Exactly. Speaking of old guys coming back to wrestling, I know we talked about this briefly. Y'all want to finish it off with this before we go into top 5?
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, hold on. Before you get into this, I was going to ask before. Who is the Shawn Michaels and Mario Jannetty of the Young Bucks?
Oh, I'm not answering that question. I'm not answering that question.
You gotta answer it.
I am not answering that question. I
Just
apologize.
Just curious.
Is one is blonde and one is not blonde. Let's just leave it at that.
That was that. Like so I was gonna bring it up before, but we switched topics. But I've always thought that we always bring it up, but no one talks about those two of who's who.
There's a reason why we don't talk about it because it's obvious.
Yeah.
So. All right. We want to talk about it. You want to say it?
No, you don't have to. It was just a random topic.
Who do you think is the Marty? Who do you feel like is the Shawn Michaels of that group?
Now or back then?
Period.
Oh, sometimes I still get them confused.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah. Like sometimes I'll be watching, I'm like, damn, which one's Matt and Nick? Like they got a different look, but like sometimes I ain't really like. They'll still get me confused on random ass times, but sometimes I'll say like, I don't know if there's like in my mind, I don't know if there is a way better one because like.
All right. I'll say this right now. You can clip this if you want.
Clip it.
I'm just want to leave it at this. Matt Jackson is better on the mic. Nick is better in the ring.
Okay.
You should just leave it at that. How close it is, we won't talk about that. But Nick Jackson is by far, I apologize, not by far. Nick Jackson he's better in the ring. Because I can have a conversation about this all day. I love Nick Jackson. I love Matt too, but it's Nick, in my opinion. And that hurt me to say. That's like picking between Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. Even though we might know the truth, you know who it is, but you don't want to say it. You don't want to say it.
Wait. Yeah, we've said it for the Hardy Boys all the time.
I don't say it. You don't want to say it. I don't say it. I know who it is, but it's just Matt recreates himself, and both Matts, let's say it like this, recreate themselves way better than their brothers do. But I don't know. Everybody's great in the ring. When it comes to the in-ring competition and what they are and who they are, all of them are great. All four are great. But it's obvious who the best ones are when it comes to the brothers, in my opinion.
Before we get to the Mick Foley thing, I know we have to talk about it. How'd you feel about Chad Gable versus Cody Rhodes for the championship?
I thought we said that. We wanted that.
No, we said Roman.
We said Roman. Oh, yeah, we did say Roman. I would love that. I would love that. That's beautiful. That would be beautiful.
America versus America.
Yes.
So
I like it.
We talked about this offline. Sometimes you gotta learn to tell people no.
Yeah.
Bro, learn to tell people no. Mick Foley is saying he could be clear to have one more match in AEW by Tony Khan, and it will be his last and final match. Can someone hit the rage button for me? Can someone hit the rage button for me? Like, someone just hit the rage button.
I'm going to hit right now, bro.
Bro.
Right there we go.
This is the part of Tony that always pisses me off because you're such a mark that it's like, yo, has no hit for a reason because you can't tell him no. And I know Tony's, Nick, I would love to do that shit. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And I know motherfuckers just like, what? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? This doesn't work. Yo, Mick can barely walk. I remember he did a segment with Triple H where he did like the mandible claw on Triple H. He's like standing like this. I'm like, motherfucker, bro. Stuff like that is okay to do with Mick, but have a full fucking match because you wanna be a mark? Nah, bro. Get out of your way. This is where Tony needs people around him to be like, nah, we don't need that. Yeah. We don't need that. We don't need that, Mick. Sit your non-hip having self the fuck down. It's okay, bro. You are a legend. I don't want to see this. Same thing with Ric Flair. Well, you didn't want to see it then? I don't want to see it now.
Yeah,
I mean, at least he won't be like Flair and fake a heart attack in the match.
that's true.
I think Ric Flair really had a heart attack. Who knows what Ric Flair has this time in his life anymore, bro? God damn, that motherfucker been in the hospital so many times. I'm like, Rick, go sit down.
I want to know who the hell who is he gonna fight?
Darby.
He better not.
Darby.
Let's not even do that.
Darby.
Darby would kill that man. And I don't even want to see that happen. I don't want to see nobody die in the ring. I don't. Oh man, shit. Who's Darby going to be the manager for? He could be the manager for Darby.
Because Darby could flop for him and do all that type of stuff to make Rick look good. I'm like thinking about it right now. Like, yo, I'm having a whole Booker moment. Why not give him Darby? Yo, Darby can sell every mover. He can sell a clothesline, and you know, Rick get the bang bang, and it's just like
that's gonna happen.
That might be the first AEW match on a PLE that I will not watch.
Oh, you know they're making a PLE match. They make that PLE spectacle, bro.
I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going
spectacle.
Break. I'm doing something. I'm not watching that match.
You don't go to the bathroom for a Big Boom AJ? Because that's where I go.
I don't even turn on the TV for that shit, bro. I miss STP, and I'm upset that I missed STP because I wanted to see them, but I didn't even know. No, if I miss Shane Taylor, you know I don't like you if you're fighting him. So it's just, bro, I don't know, terrible,
bro.
I mean, my take on that is where he can't come back as like I only want to see him come back as Cactus Jack, Dude Love. Like that's what I want to see him come back as. He can't come back as those. So it's like cool. Yes, thank you, Mick, for like Zod said, you're a legend. You're a hardcore legend. Thank you. I kind of don't want to see you come back because even if he tag teams with Darby, who's he gonna face?
He can't even take a bump, bro. He can't take a bump. Like let's be honest right now. He can't take a bump. He got kicked in the nuts and he just fell down. That wasn't a technical bump. I don't know, bro.
Stick to going Knobles in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
bro. Just write your book. Do your cheap pop. Cut a angry Mick Foley promo from here every now and then to like entice people. Like, yo, when he cut that promo and Edgy's like, you need to find that. Do that every once in a while. Like, yo, go do that to like Kevin Knight. Like when Kevin Knight's like lost in the Don Callis family, he's like, yo, I seen some talent from you. That's what Mick Foley should be doing all the time. Him being in the match, you wasting his talent.
They're gonna put him in a group with Colt and Cage, bro. It's gonna be the old people's group.
He gonna pull out that motherfucker gonna pull out a fucking.
You gotta add MVP.
Oh, now he really got a cane. Y'all think he walking with that cane because he's trying to be cool? No, that motherfucker need that shit.
His knees are gone.
His knees are gone. And I can't even talk. I shouldn't be talking shit because when I get older, bro.
Oh yeah.
Bro. Oh man, I have knee problems now from football, bro. Like I'll be like, bro, a spring rain hit. Wait a minute.
Bro, the Marine Corps, them ruck runs. I was good in football. I heard it a couple times, but I was decent. Marine Corps tore my shit up. Tore it up. But I don't know, bro. Hit us up. Take us up.
65 people watching us right now, live. 65.
Shout out, everybody.
So today we're going to be on one of Zod's favorite things, top 5 factions.
Ooh, I like it. Damn, man. We have some factions nowadays.
I will start. Number 5, Don Callis family. Just who they have on in their group, now adding Kevin Knight. If we want to go numbers, there it is. You got some big dogs. Mm-hmm. Yes, they lost to Keska, but they had you had Omega at one point. You had Osprey in your Don Callis is one of the best. So I'm gonna go Don Callis down on that one.
All right. Nation of Domination, baby.
Yes.
Nation of Domination. That's my 5 right there. So do you see the talent that we got from that group? We got D-Lo. We got Mark Henry. We got The Rock. We got the great Farouk. We got the Godfather. And they all branched out when they finished with the Nation of Domination and did great things. We got Farouk that got with Bradshaw. That was a great APA, beautiful. We got D'Lo getting the belt. We got Mark Henry doing the belt and doing that crazy shit that he was doing from that point forward, having babies with old ladies and shit, well, having hands with old ladies and shit.
Please.
We got the Godfathers with the hoes and shit, paying people off.
Don't forget the Good Father.
Oh yeah, and we got the Godfather too. Shout out. So and then we got the greatest of all time and one of the greatest of all time, The Rock. Beautiful. Now that's what we was talking about before earlier when we talked about the growth and the evolution. No pun intended. When it comes to the growth and the evolution of the people in a group, they get better because of the leader. They get better because they're with like-minded people and they grow mature. Shout out to the Nation of Domination. That's my number 5.
I'm gonna give. I want to do a special. I'm gonna do Main Event Mafia. That's just like my honorable mention because I feel like a lot of people forget about them. Like, yeah, I know they were old.
Everybody and mother was in that.
Exactly, but like they still rocked it. Yeah. I'm gonna put DX at my 5 because I like DX, but there's too many versions of DX where it was Shawn and Trips, and then it was the Road. It's too much for me, but I like them. That's my number 5. You got a lot of superstars out of it. Like you said, you got Billy Gunn, you got Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Road Dogg kind of had X-Pac. X-Pac, yo, he could go in the ring. I don't care what. Like, a lot of people didn't get X-Pac. You know what I was about to say. A lot of people don't get X-Pac his credit, but X-Pac could go in the ring. He just was a little. He always looked like
he's a fucking nut. Though. He was a porn star. What you mean he looked like when he was?
Nah, I'm saying like even before I knew he was a porn star, like he just dead ass looked like a porn star. I was like, yo. This motherfucker's doing like Bronco Buster. I was like, hey, yo, why are we watching porn on my screen right now, bro?
We don't call it a Bronco Buster no more. We call it the BBC. We call it the BBC. Shout out.
Yo.
Oh, God.
Shout out.
First of all, when I heard the
STP.
when I heard them say that against Big Boom AJ, I stopped and was like, I never heard they call it that.
Oh, you never heard it?
Went, no. So I stopped and I'm like, what the fuck did they just say? Oh, no, they just call it that? Okay, I got it.
Shout out.
Bro, I'm not wilding. Like, yo, X-Pac looked like he had the hair. His hair was always wet. And like, I was like, he's always jittery. I was like, what the fuck is going on with this dude right now, bro, man?
That was my favorite.
No, I'm not saying he couldn't go, but like, he just looked wild all the time. Like,
when I used to fight my cousins back in the day, I used to be X-Pac. My cousin used to be Kane, bro. And we used to fight. My other cousins used to be the New Age Outlaws. So,
got 100 people watching us right now, man. Like, and him and Tori shit was just wild, bro. Like Tori, I was like, hey.
And he always had his tongue out.
Thank you. Bro. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo.
What does that say about my childhood? That was my favorite wrestler.
Yo,
now I gotta think about my life.
Yo, my kids went back and watched something. They're like, yo, you was watching some really. You talk about it. You watching some freaky shit on TV. I was like, god damn it, you right.
Zai, you want to go with your 4, bro?
Number 4, I'm gonna do Evolution.
Okay.
Great stable, did what they needed to do. They paved the way for a lot of factions to follow what they did. Whether you want to talk about Batista, you want to talk about Orton, you want to talk about like, yo, that's what people follow. Triple H being there, Ric Flair being the young mentor. Not gonna lie, Ric Flair Evolution got some of the best matches out of him. Like they really did. Like, yo, him versus Triple H, yo, it was on. He's like, I'm not losing to you. I'm still the Nature Boy. I was like, he about to have a heart attack. He about to have a whole heart attack. And he started punching himself and he started bleeding. I was just like, yo, Rick, wow. But you loved it. Triple H beating up everyone. Like, listen, the Reign of Terror, Triple H. Yeah. We don't need to talk about that.
Oh yeah, when we doing our list too, I know when I'm doing my list, I'm doing it from like shit that I know, not shit that I read up on. Shit.
That's what I'm doing.
So the Von Erichs are not going to be on my list, even though they're great.
Four Horsemen, we didn't watch them enough.
I didn't watch them enough, and I'm not going to disrespect and say their name without being able to say exactly why. Great groups, great factions, but the Freebirds and all of them, respect, but I just wasn't there at that time. So
first of all, motherfuckers was watching them on TVs that you had to like wind. Like if I can't talk about that. I can't talk about them. I love them, but I can't talk about them. Like, if I had to wind the TV to watch you guys, I'm good, bro.
Chill out,
I'm good.
bro.
I'm good. I'm not disrespecting them. I'm just like, yo, they're not part of my generation. I can't talk about them.
I don't think you have to wind the TV though.
I think you had to wind the TV. I think you had to wind the TV, bro.
All right, so we're gonna change the subject before we get canceled. Before we even
How we gonna? I didn't say anything bad about them.
Bills and shit like that.
We're just winding the TV.
You said wind the TV.
You saw the Von Erich hit that move? God damn. Go back.
You can't go back.
You can't go back.
Gotta wait until next week. My number 4 has to be the Click / D-Generation X. I say the Click / D-Generation X because we had the Click with Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, X-Pac, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels, and that basically created the actual D-Generation X with everybody in it. Then they got Road Dogg, Jesse James, and Billy Gunn down the road after they were with their tag team partner. So that was my childhood, telling teachers to suck it, telling people, random people, suck it. I didn't know what the fuck that meant, and I just kept on saying,
"Yeah, I'm telling you,"
like that. And then when I found out what it meant, I definitely was telling people to suck it. So it was just little shit like that. Shout out to them. That's my childhood. That's my generation. I love it.
Before I get to my 4,
Mhm.
let's just say I did that to my mother and got my ass beat. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. I didn't know what it meant. I went wham.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
I'm sorry.
See, yo, Opal knows it too.
She didn't beat my ass. Just so CPS info, she didn't do that.
Okay.
That didn't happen, but
we did not get beat with extension cords. That never happened.
But anyway,
never happened.
My 4 would be the Ministry of Darkness.
Oh, I like. Hey, bro. Now that's like the Don Callis family. You want to think about it?
Yes.
You had Taker.
Mm-hmm.
You had Minion.
Mm-hmm.
You had Big Vis.
Mm-hmm.
Young APA.
Mm-hmm.
Writing shit like, come on, and Taker, Paul Heyman, they put Stephanie and Stone Cold on crosses and try to hang them.
Fucking wild. And then you had the young Edge and Christian too.
Yeah.
Yes.
They hung the Big Boss Man. Like,
yep.
You know, that was just a wild. That was just a wild time of darkness and wrestling. It was just an interesting time back then.
Bloodbath for everybody. Everybody getting one.
So
good old days.
My number 3. Probably gonna have to be NWO.
Ooh, I like it. See, bro, the NWO is difficult for me to put on a list because they had so many different like variations, just like the Bullet Club. It's so difficult to put them on the list because there's so many different variations. I know we talk about DX and shit, but go ahead.
I'm going with like Hogan, Bischoff,
the original
Nash.
Yeah.
Maybe throw in like Rick Rude and Mr. Only like
Buff Bagwell and all of them.
Buff the stuff like not. Don't go into like 30 members where they had everybody joining. Like they had the LWO and everybody joining. And not like maybe like the first 8. Stop at that. They definitely they ran shit back then. They didn't care who was in their way. It was some of like the going back and watching it because I was more of a WWE guy, going back and watching and seeing how powerful they were in that era of wrestling. Take out the behind the scenes of them running it themselves 100%.
Exactly.
It was cool to see from being going back and being able to watch the product they put out there for that long.
I like it. So who your number 3?
Nation
of Domination. Okay.
I put them up there over like the Evolutions because you got some like Farouk was already a champion. You got like Mark Henry turned into like still to this day one of my favorite runs of 2011. Like to me, I like Mark Henry more than I like CM Punk in that 2011 run. Like
Absolutely.
I couldn't stand CM Punk. Like that whole whining shit. But Mark Henry was out here like, yo, 15 years. I was like, yo, oh,
He was pissed.
yo, every time he on the mic, like someone say something, he be like looking at them, they be like, I'm like, yo, hey, Booker T, he about to break your face wide open. Like he about to break you up. Like so of course he got the Rock. Rock came from that D-Lo. Bro, people was doing deal. I still do a D-Lo Brown shake every time that just walking, you feel good, you got some money. What we talking about, bro? Like Rock, yo, Rock's like Fruits talking to Rossison. He making the faces like, yo, like that shit was refreshing. I just feel like their biggest problem, they just got overshadowed by DX. DX want to do weird, corny porno jokes all the fucking time, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, so that's my number 3.
Okay.
Since the Nation of Domination was in both y'all, do either of you know who the 5th member was?
Wasn't it Owen Hart?
Mm-hmm.
At that point in time?
Okay, the 5th member before Owen Hart.
Oh, before Owen Hart, it was that. What was his name? He had a big ass head. He got kicked out of the group. What was his name?
Ahmed?
Yes.
Ahmed?
Ahmed.
Ahmed didn't fit.
I said big ass head, and you knew who I was talking about.
Yeah, Ahmed didn't fit.
He was in it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you find out now. Then you find out I was watching some of what D'Lo Brown. Yo, D'Lo said he was the dumbest person in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like Vince was giving him the gold, and he just didn't shut his mouth, and he was just an idiot. I just seen that, but Owen being in the Nation Domination was absolutely hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, Owen being in that shit was fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Him being in there.
Shout out to the 200 people watching us right now. 200.
What's going on? My number 3, fellas, the Undisputed Era. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, and Roderick Strong. They dominated NXT. All the gold, all the belts, everything about them was crazy. I loved it. I thought we was going to get the reboot with AEW, but everybody started getting injured and all that other shit. Unfortunately, we didn't get that. But the Undisputed Era, that era, no pun intended, of NXT was honestly one of the best to me. We was getting bangers night in and night out. Shout out to the Undisputed Era. What happened? Oh, you missed them on your list?
I'll go with my number 2.
Okay.
The Undisputed Era.
Beautiful,
walking out there.
Yes.
Kyle, like I just love the Kyle O'Reilly vibing to the music. Adam Cole, baby. Everyone loves it. Like I've done it numerous times at shows. Like it's just that gets people up. They dominate, like you said. They dominated that. They own War Games. Right now, they could bring back those 4 into War Games. I bet you they win War Games again.
100%. Fucking 100%.
Like that like putting Pat McAfee in that kind of aspect was good.
Was work. Yeah.
Later on, Pat McAfee, no, like people like, oh, like when you asked, when we were talking about that last week with when Straw had asked that question, I liked Pat McAfee NXT wise when he did that little match and stuff there. Brought in Imperium with minus Gunther and all that stuff. Like that was cool. But yeah, that's my number 2.
Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee. That might be one of Adam Cole's best feuds right there. Like, I out of none, like Adam Cole when he went on to his show, and
that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into my 2 before you get into yours.
Yeah, go ahead.
My number 2 was the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business just formed, when I say they carried the COVID era, dominating. They should have had another run. Triple H dropped the fucking ball on that on a dickhead level. Sheldon Alexander, that was the best I've ever seen him wrestle. That was the most aggressive I've ever seen him be. Yes, we got the Sheldon Benjamins, the MVPs, the Bobby Leslies, but that right there was the pinnacle of Cedric Alexander's career. I wish we got more of that. I wish we can get that now to a certain. That's what Kevin Knight would have been perfect. That's another reason why I wish he was with the Hurt Syndicate right now. But that right there, that group, the Hurt Business, definitely my top 2. Not just because of what they did, but because of the potential what they could have done. They left a lot to be desired. They left a lot of meat on the bones. WWE left a lot on the bones when it comes to that group. It is what it is. We ain't want to talk about it now because I think they're going to do great things in AEW. But right there, that point in time was crazy. I loved it.
At least we got West Side Gun giving us We Heard People.
We did. Damn sure did.
It's me?
Yeah, you're number 2, bro.
Shield.
Oh.
Shield. You got, like, listen, you gave AEW their main event guy.
Mm-hmm.
You gave WWE their main event guy, and Seth is the best worker out of all of them. So like it just solidifies. Like I think Seth goes way underappreciated for what he does and how he is important to the business.
Yeah.
Like I compare Seth Rollins to Macho Man, where it's like, yo, you need him to go do something, that motherfucker is gonna do it. He won't be the top guy, but that motherfucker will do everything in his power to be that guy.
I got you. I like it. Who's your number 1, bro?
Bloodline.
That's yours too, right? Oh, it's mine too. Clean sweep, baby. We drink on it.
Drink to that one. You gotta drink that one, man. Bloodline.
Bloodline bar fucking 4.
Yep. I don't think people understand what the Bloodline did for wrestling.
Saved WWE.
Saved WWE, bro. And now we have a lot of future stars out of that shit. I know people don't like Jey Uso, but like Jimmy honestly could go for a run right now. Like Jimmy has been hands down one of the saving acts about Bloodline. I love what Jimmy's doing right now. He's the calm, cool, collected one. And you can always have Pitbull Jay, and you know he does his little Jay shit, but like
the best one has not even come to WWE yet. And that's what no one is talking. Well, everybody, not everybody's talking about it, but Zilla Fatu,
yeah.
When he comes and he joins the Bloodline, the whole dynamic of that group is crazy. You know how Jay is now? He's crazy. He's out there. He's going crazy. Like his aggressiveness is been put on a whole nother level. Zilla Fatu is that times 10. And Zilla Fatu's finisher is beautiful. It's basically the Superman punch and the Samoan Slide at the same time. Beautiful. Shout out to them because they're doing a damn thing, and they're going to be doing a damn thing for years on years on years on years. I can't wait to see when Naomi and Big Jim, when they baby boys start wrestling. Oh my God, they're going to take it on for God knows how long. The Bloodline is going to be the most dominant group we have ever seen, and Bloodline would never stop. It's like it's like the Bullet Club on steroids, plain and simple. So, I love it. Shout out to the Bloodline. That's my number 1 too.
Same here. I always said I was never the Roman Reigns fan. Once that man went heel, we were gonna see a better side of Roman Reigns. He turned heel, and think of it, COVID. I'll say, if we didn't have Roman Reigns being the needle mover, all the random stuff he called himself, throwing Dominic Mysterio over top the rope, all that, all that type of stuff, him forming the Bloodline, the match, the Hell in a Cell with him, Jimmy, Jay, like that helped carry the business and keep it on what it was, and it's still going. Right now, I've shared it in the group. The Bloodline storyline has now run longer than the NWO storyline.
Yep.
We hated it. A lot of people got sick and tired.
Got sick of it. Yeah.
Of the NWO storyline. People are still loving this. So that just tells you right there the difference of if you can make it work for that type of a long and do it. And now it's reinvented itself like you just seen on Monday. You added someone. Like people, person you were arguing with, oh, that's stupid to put him in that point. No, this is like long, make it long term.
You saw that shit, right?
Yeah, I saw that shit too. I'm like, he's gonna be on every, you know what?
He's going to be on everything.
I seen you comment on it. And I was like, I'm not even comment on it because he's just looking at like here.
Simple-minded, bro.
There's a long time he could do that. But yes, Bloodline runs the business. They're the greatest. We acknowledge them.
And then he opened the doors, bro. He opened up the story when he said, "Yo, you know it's two heads to the table, right?"
Yeah.
And now you got Jacob, you got Jay, you got Jimmy that's sitting back just cooling. You got Zilla about to come in. You got Solo, you got Tama, you got all of these guys that can compete and that are fucking good and that are legit family members. So therefore, everybody will know their role. Everybody will not get that big head aspect because they're working with family. When you work with family, everything is different. That's what made the D-Generation X so great, because they weren't family, but they act as such. And everybody, like we said before, knew their role when it came to it. We got the mid-card, we got the tag team, we got the women's, we got the heavyweight champ. Evolution was another great example, but then you start to see people evolve, and then that's when shit broke down. The Bloodline can go on forever, just like the DX could have went on forever. I just am upset that we got cheated out of the Bloodline versus the Hurt Business. That right there, that would have been the best faction versus faction that we have ever seen by far. It would have been like the NWO versus the Bullet Club in one company. That's what it would have been like. But it is what it is. We're going to see what's next.
I'm gonna argue with you on that one. The
Okay.
greatest faction versus faction we've seen was the Wyatt family versus Shield.
Well, that's what we got. I feel like we should have got more of when it comes to Western. Yeah. You're right. Well, for the one that we actually did get, that was the best by far. I got you.
Because we haven't got anything relatively good. We got screwed out of Evolution. We got what? Old ass Evolution. But no, old ass Shield with Kurt
Old
Angle.
ass Shield. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, like, you know, we had other dumb stuff, but there could have been so much more that.
Yeah.
We could have faction versus faction.
I want to see what's. Well, we do get the Death Riders now versus the Don Callis family. That's going to be fun. We got the. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, we don't got shit right now, bro. We don't got shit. Conglomeration, I don't know what the fuck going on.
Sometimes you even forget that there's a conglomeration.
Yeah. Trash. All right, Zah. Another beautiful episode. We appreciate y'all. Zah, take us out, brother. Oh, you got something else to say, bro?
Yeah. No. Nope. Shout out to the 344 people watching us. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the Culture of Wrestling 1 on Instagram, the Culture of Wrestling on TikTok. We will be giving out videos later. Yo, this is the most fun I have on the weekends. I'm looking forward to talking wrestling with my boys. Yo,
yes, sir.
Shout out to Reed. Yo, Reed, we gotta have you come on one day. I know you busy. You running the shop. So like, but you gotta come on and give us some of your wrestling takes. We gotta get my cousin. I gotta get some people on here, bro. Like I'm working on some people right now who want to come on and talk wrestling with us, bro. Like, listen, anyone wants to come on talk wrestling with us, we are here. Yeah. Hit me up. We are not the typical wrestling fans. We're not tribalists. We are not tribalists. We are not tribalists. Listen, I ain't willing to die on hell for nobody. Yo, that person's my favorite wrestler. You gonna die in the hell? Yeah. No, wait a minute.
We're not doing that.
Calm that down.
Exactly.
Immediately. These motherfuckers do not know you. Like at the end of the day, these motherfuckers do not know you. You're not marrying Io Sky. You're not marrying fucking Tiffany Stratton. You're not marrying none of them. So remember, wrestling's fun when we all enjoy everything. Remember, we will be back here next Saturday. And yo, enjoy this day. It is beautiful outside. Go out, wrestling fans, go outside and touch some grass. Go outside and touch some grass.
Jeez.
And
before we go, bro, hey, yo, Game 3 in the Garden on Monday. Please be safe. Please oh my God, please be safe.
Do whatever y'all want.
Nah, fuck that. No, don't do that. Y'all go. Hey, NYPD don't play. Be safe over there. Please keep your head on the swivel. Please be safe. Please be smart. Please get home safe. Don't drink. Well, y'all gonna be drinking. I ain't gonna say don't drink, but just drink responsibly, please. Smoke responsibly. I am worried about America if they win this championship, and everybody else should, because New York is gonna be on fire.
Yep.
Yes. The Garden gonna be fucking.
in Brooklyn somewhere. Just please be careful. Please be careful.
They're gonna pick up the Garden and take it to like MetLife.
Yep. Shit gonna be crazy. All right, Zach, finish it up, bro.
Yeah. And yo, thank you guys once again for joining us. Thank you, everyone. And we are out of here.
Try to get me in a room, yeah. Everybody wanna talk, why? Always coming with the tunes, They know I'ma take it far, right? Something I already knew, yeah. Never needed your applause, nah. They been saying it's a fluke, this is not a false alarm, nah. It's not. Did it and I never sold my soul. Devil never gonna hold me close. You can put that on the Holy Ghost.